We have Alexis with us here today, and I'm super, super excited to talk to you. So, she is a certified Whole 30 coach, and she is going to share her experience about why she started becoming a Whole 30 coach and what eating out looks like for her now.
Thank you for having me. I love talking Whole 30 and making healthy habits and just education in general accessible like this. It's very important to be empowered, and I love what you are doing. So I just wanted to nod to that.
Thank you.
But like you said, I'm a Whole 30 certified coach, Coach of the Year 2020. Very proud about that. But basically, I found Whole 30. I actually am an old athlete. I did competitive cheerleading, gymnastics, dance, very physical life. And as I became an adult and didn't have coaches or anyone telling me what to do, I didn't have the right tools and knowledge to fuel myself properly, to build healthy habits. I didn't even really know what that was. So as a new mom, and you're completely depleted, you're nurturing for other people, I needed to find ways to nurture myself. And I stumbled upon Whole 30, and I loved the program because A, it was free and accessible, and it really gave me the tools to sort of like learn about my body and how it responded to certain food groups, and really just to kind of fuel myself properly and help me with other habits. And then we focus mainly on non-scale victories. So we don't really focus as a weight loss program, as we really are just trying to heal our general like body, our performance, how we function, emotionally, mentally, physically, and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's super awesome. I'm super aligned with that. With
Yes.
eating out, how would you
hmm
say your experience is now? And then how was it like when you were kind of in the thick of going through the Whole 30 before you reintroduced foods?
That's a great question. A lot of people who do the Whole 30 actually skip reintroduction, and there really is no point. The whole elimination process is a science experiment. We're really trying to narrow down how certain things affect you. So with Whole 30, I basically gained a general knowledge of like, okay, I can figure out what my hard boundaries were. Hard no on gluten, very minimal and strict and picky about dairy, okay with non-gluten grains, uncomfortable with legumes. So these are the things that I had to figure out through the reintroduction process. So now that I have this knowledge, now I go out into the real world, right? So eating out can be a little bit tricky. It can be overwhelming. We don't know what goes in the food. We don't know what oil they're using. We don't know what additives, flours, even to a simple dressing. Are they going to add too much sugar? And for me, that triggers migraines.
Yeah.
So I needed these tools. And I also needed the confidence. So once I gained this knowledge, I had the confidence to then go out to these restaurants, have the confidence to ask the chef, ask the restaurant manager. You're more empowered to find out this information. And I had to seek that out. And you know what? That was really difficult. That's a lot of work to do. Now, if we had some, database where we can go to and a one-stop encyclopedia we could do, that would have been so much easier for me to navigate my eating out. But, and that's really how it is like you really just have to be involved, proactive, and be your best advocate when you eat out.
Yeah, 100%. And I love that outlook on it. But also on the flip side, it's like we're here teaching our clients, like, speak
Mm-hmm.
up, be an advocate for yourself, like ask the right questions, like don't be
Yes.
afraid to like pull the chef in. But in reality, like these things shouldn't have to be that way anyways.
No.
So that's kind of what I would ask you is like, when you go out, like what is the biggest point of frustration for you that you've kind of now just kind of like blocked out where it's normal? But like, how does it make you feel when you have to like do some of these things that are so out of norm from everybody else?
Well, I'd have to say socially. If right off the bat, it's a little bit awkward, everyone's like, oh, you're the high maintenance friend that asks for this, that, and the other, and all on the side, and all these adjustments. But really, you just have to remind yourself like why you're making these decisions. But yeah, that can be the most challenging part, is maybe just kind of like having to do the research ahead of time. You're always having to plan and think. You always have your snacks and your condiments in your purse just in case. You know, you're always prepared and always thinking. And sometimes you just want the ease of just being automatic. You just want to just know what you're ordering and walk in there. And definitely pre-shopping is really the only way to go sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And how does that kind of make you feel that you have to do all of that prep in advance?
It's exhausting. I've got the kids, I've got a family, you're out with your friends, or maybe you're partying too much and you're not really paying attention, and oops, oh no, there's gluten in something, and that sets off a whole set of things. So it could really sometimes be definitely inconvenient, chaotic, and, you know, messy.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I know, because we talked about it earlier, the app that we're building, what most excites you about like making that process easier?
Just knowledge, like the complete breakdown. I love the accessibility too, is that everyone is a complete individual and we all have individualistic needs
Mm-hmm.
that are actually necessary. These aren't just frivolous, like I just need, you know, this on the side for no reason. Like sometimes this is all about our health, and having, again, like I said, be your best advocate, and having that at your fingertips would be empowering as well as convenient.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I just want to be empowered to like feel like a normal
Yes.
person. Like when I go
Yes.
to a restaurant with
Yes.
somebody in my family and like not have to spend an hour like
Yeah,
talking to the chef.
absolutely. Right. And it's really helps to just like have a team of people that have your back,
Yeah.
you know, like-minded people, and just knowledge at your fingertips that can just really just make everything so much easier.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, I loved hearing your story and thank you so much for taking the time today. I'm sure a lot of other people will find a ton of value from hearing, you know, how you got into Whole30.
Thank
And
you.
definitely, like, for everybody watching, go give her a follow. She is absolutely awesome. And
Yes,
she needs
at
to hear.
Paleo Working on Instagram. I also have Clean Beauty and Clean Skincare over at Beauty Counter. And then I coach a Whole30. I'm going to be coaching in January with an awesome, awesome team. I have two other coaches that I do this with, and we have a whole mind, body, and soul approach. And we help all walks of life, and we accommodate everyone. And I love it. So thank you for doing this.
Yeah, of
Thank you
course.
for
Thank
having me.
you.